Today we're going to be talking about the crutch that, everyone really deals with it, right? Fear. Just feeling like we're afraid, feeling like we're scared. Look, guys, I want to lead by example. Like, I make these videos outside for a reason, around other people for a reason. It's because I'm showing you the simple fear of criticism that holds so many people back can just be confronted. The easiest way to deal with fear, in my experience, is just simply stacking up small acts of courage. You can ask anyone who's gone to war, these veterans, they do not become battle hardened just from day one. They do not become these brave soldiers who are able to fight, able to kill just from day one. How they get there is through repeated acts of courage, repeated acts of bravery that they build themselves up to over time. And we all work that way, guys. When it comes to fear, you don't want to live a life of fear. It seems like everything in this life, coincidentally, is meant to make you feel afraid. It gets instilled in us from a very young age. When we're all the way down here in diapers, you start learning about fear and the repercussions of if you express yourself this way or you express yourself that way. And for me, I always found it to be quite stupid. I always found it to be quite interesting how, the systems that are in place, they always emphasize complicity. They always emphasize, oh, you don't want to step too far out of line. So over time, building that natural fear of criticism, it just comes easy. It just comes easy to worry about how other people are thinking about you. It comes easy to worry about what other people are going to think, but everything you want in life just seems to be on the other side of that. Like, who you want to be, that's a brave, unique person. So that person already got through that wall of fear that holds so many people back. For me, dude, I can't become I knew I couldn't become who I wanted to be if I was constantly fearful. I was constantly worried. Fear is an emotion. What is an emotion? Emotion, energy in motion, emotion. So once I realized I was operating on a midget status level of energy, I was like, okay, what's higher? Bravery, courage. And the way you get to that is easy. It's just repeated acts of courage. Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm gonna look in this camera and say this to you right now. I record in public. I can't always see what's behind me. Listen, bro, I'm ready to fight. If someone comes up behind me, they threaten my life, I'm going to tell you something. You guys are going to see a fight on camera. And then I'm going to release the video like nothing happened, because I'm willing to walk my walk, guys. I'm going to get you guys this content. I'm going to lead by example. So how am I going to lead by example if I'm fearful? You have to be in a present, courageous state of mind. And that's what I had to learn about life. Life is about courageousness. To be who you want to be, like, you're here one time and you're worried about all these other people. It doesn't make sense. It never made sense to me. Not to sound cliche, but I always found it interesting how, the power has always been within the whole time. It sounds so cheesy, but I'm like, what do I need? Do I need a drug to get rid of my fear? Do I need a certain amount of money to get rid of my fear? Do I need the best body? Do I need stronger muscles to get rid of my fear? What was it? It was always in here. See, what makes a man is the internal. People are so fixated on the external this, the external that. I'm not telling you guys a lie. I'm not trying to sound cheesy. What really makes a man is in here, man. And it might have taken me a little bit to come to this conclusion, but it's really the final conclusion. The theory is simple, yet it's brilliant. So again, guys, I want you guys to think about what you're fearful of, right? A lot of the times, these fears are justified. Like, I used to be afraid of things like, what a lot of people relate to, death, fear of death, existential crisis, right? But being afraid of the natural is silly. We all know we live on a floating rock. Are you afraid of that fact, or have you accepted it? Acceptance is key to overcoming fear. A lot of the things we fear them because we don't accept them. We fear who we could be because we haven't even accepted ourselves. You know, we fear what other people think because we haven't even accepted other people. And like, it's everything we fear. If you think about it, it's not the things we accept. It's always the unknown. It's always things we don't accept. That's what we fear. But when you embrace these things and you realize, like, dang, what's there to be scared of? Like, when I really get to know myself, what am I scared of, bro? Who can tell me I'm not who I say I am if I'm the one who says I am who I am? So fear is really a mind state. It's really a frequency. It's really an energetic level. And I really want to hammer that home for you guys, because people have accepted, it seems like in today's day and age, people have accepted fear to be just this, oh, it's just a natural part of life. It's just how life is. I hate when I hear people say that. It just makes you want to wring the scrawny little neck when they say that, because how are you going to tell me this negative midget status level of energy is just a part of life? It's not a part of life. It might be a part of your life currently, but don't say it like it's permanent. Like, I'm living a permanent life of courage from here on out, guys, because everything you want, everything that'll complete you is on the other side of fear. Like, it's time to really start living life like these heroes we read about. We're looking up to these people, not realizing if you could see their whole life story from the beginning, you would see a time they were cowards. They were fearful. They were scared. But through repeated acts of courage, they became the people you read about. Through repeated acts of courage, they became the people that you watch on the TV. So, again, like, why not me? Why not you if you're watching this video? Why do you have to be afraid? Why do you have to be scared? And I can always tell, like, even people who leave comments on my videos, I can always tell what type of mind space that they're operating from, just based on the comments they leave. And no one likes to be fearful, but it's like a disease. It's like a disease that one person has and it spreads to the next person, because people are like, think of it like you were in class and you were in the classroom, they cut off the lights and they had the projector, right? When they put that projector up, it's a projection. It's a projection of what's happening on a smaller scale. So people project what's in here, what's in their hearts, and other people feel that. So when someone is fearful, they don't even realize that they're constantly projecting that. So when I read these comments, I'm seeing the projections of fear, the projections of worry. And bro, I'm not living life like that. I'm not living like that, bro. Because why would you want to live at a low level of energy? And it's not something I think people are always doing intentionally, which is why I'm making this video, to hopefully wake someone up who's living in fear, who's living in worry. Because whether you believe it or not, there's more on the other side of life for you. It's a shame that, you know, I always found it a shame that some people are going to leave this earth thinking that life is just about fear. Life is just about misery. We got to really watch what we watch. Like, this is why I don't just have the news on, because we got to ask ourselves, what we're consuming, what we're taking in, how does it make you feel? Do you watch the news and get inspired? Do you watch the news and feel courageous? I feel like you watch the news and you're scared. I feel like you watch the news and you're scared, man. I feel like when you go outside, sometimes you're scared. But why is that the case? We got beautiful nature. We got other people. Why are we so fearful? Why are we consuming content that puts us in a state of fear? And then we want to pretend that's life. I'm not doing it. This life is beautiful. We all can unlock who we want to be on the other side of fear. I refuse to have fear anymore. I promise you guys, like I said, I can't see what's behind me. If someone comes up, I'm ready to fight for my life, because I'm not, you think I'm scared? And I'm not the toughest guy. I'm not saying I'm this, I'm that. Yes, there's someone who can hurt me. but it's about standing 10 toes down as a man and realizing I'm not going to operate from a state of fear, especially as a man. Look, I'm talking to my men specifically right now. You are not meant to be walking around afraid, walking around with anxiety, walking around with depression. That's not how God made you. That's not how this world was designed for you. You're supposed to be walking around feeling comfortable, feeling good about life, but also feeling like you're ready for whatever. Like you're ready to die. Like you're ready to fight. Like you're ready to live. And, you know, to get there, I always found that funny. They teach us a lot in school, but everything I'm talking about, why aren't they teaching you how to get there? All the things they spent time teaching you, isn't it just, I guess everything's a coincidence, how you just weren't taught that, right? You just weren't taught that, but Professor Dipsy's here. Professor Dipsy is here, so have no fear. Because that's what this is about, having no fear. Like, man, for me, I realized the things I was doing was contributing to the constant state of fear I was in. If you're doing activities that undermine you, such as watching things you're not supposed to watch on the X-rated sites, you are undermining yourself whether you believe it or not. You're constantly undermining yourself. So even if consciously you think it's okay, you've been programmed, you think it's okay, right? You think it's okay. On a subconscious level, your mind is telling you that you're a sucker. And you're going to feel that whether you believe it or not. That's why when you go outside, you feel a little nervous. You feel a little anxious. This is this beautiful woman you want to talk to. She's just another human being with 2 arms and 2 legs, and you're scared? Come on, bro. This is because we're doing the wrong things. We're all doing stuff in the dark we know we shouldn't be doing. And I just woke up one day and I snapped. I'm like, nah. If I actually live a righteous life, if I actually live a good life, the life that we all know we should be living, you know, eating clean, watching what type of content we consume, you know, caring about our appearance, treating people with respect. If I do the things I know that we all should be doing, I have nothing to fear because I know who I am. And that's when the equation finally was completed. The theory was so simple, yet brilliant. If I just live the way I know I should have been living all these years, I'm not going to have anything to worry about. I'm not going to have anything to fear. And whatever comes, comes, because we attract what we are. If you feel fear, you already have that fear inside of you based off of the wrong things you're doing. You know, fear is a part of human evolution. I know I'm going to have people, fear is a part of being a human, bro. We're animals. It's a natural evolutionary instinct. Yes. But we're talking about people living in constant states of fear. This is like a constant thing. You're supposed to experience it, maybe spur of the moment situations. But I mean, to be honest, man, like when I think about fear, I think about, okay, you have a presence of danger. The problem is people are experiencing fear and there's really no tangible threat of danger. That's crazy. So when I came to this conclusion, I said, I'm not the crazy one. Everyone around me is crazy. And not to sound pompous, but if we're living the wrong way, maybe it's time to start living the right way. Maybe it's time to shed the fear once and for all, to slit its throat. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to live my life with fear. You guys aren't going to live your life with fear. We're going to be courageous. We're going to stick to our guns. And we are going to do the right thing, guys. Because when you live the right way, this is what I love about life. This is what I love about life and how God designed it, right? When you live the right way, funny how everything just seems to take care of itself. But see, we're all living in this state of ignorance where we just don't know any better. And out of ignorance, we hurt ourselves. Like, think about it. How many things have you guys almost destroyed your lives over just because you didn't know? Like, you didn't know how to cook, so you almost started a fire in the kitchen. You didn't know how to work out, so you pulled the muscle and almost tore something in your leg. A lot of the times when things go wrong, it's not because there's a problem with life. Life is beautiful. It's because there's a problem with how we think. We don't know enough. But I figured it out. I cracked the code. Fear is a facade, bro. Fear is what they want us to have. It's what these systems perpetuate. But I'm breaking the cycle. It's over. We're not living our lives with fear. We're living our lives as men, 10 toes down, no fear. Because you will get resistance. You want to live like this, no fear? Bro, people are going to look at you. People are going to wonder, what are you doing? Who do you think you are? You're not scared? No, I'm not scared. Because I'm alive, bro. I know who I am and I'm alive. And that's all that I need. It's Dipsy. Remember what do I always say? What do I always say? With enough hard work, dedication, and belief in oneself, anyone is capable of becoming a true champion. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'll catch you guys later, man, and peace out.